Definitely should have.
The broadcaster we're watching has ended.
Yep, that's working. Dude, wish people told me last night, didn't you?
It's because it wasn't bad looking last night, and we were only shamed. Like, it was fine for Blaze Blue.
But it wasn't what it was supposed to be.
It was. Like,
I don't care if it's not bad. It's not optimal.
It wasn't stressed for Blaze Blue, is what I'm saying. But it wasn't. It was bad for Tekken.
Hello.
Welcome.
Did you keep the stream entertained?
No, because there was a noise in the background.
Heck. My, good part's about still living at home. My mom needed to call me downstairs so she could tell me that she drank pickle juice as a kid from the jar.
Did you?
And then I said, okay,
knowledge.
and she said, okay, you're good now.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but hey, now we're even later. Cool.
Perfect.
Welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. Every Saturday, 4 p.m. EST. Heckin' audio test, kind of. I just reformatted my computer. Sometimes things are screwed up. Sometimes people decide not to tell me.
I mean, it was fine last night, other than for Tekken. That's literally the only thing that was bad.
But nobody said it during Tekken either.
I'm a little bit quiet, by the way.
Okay. It's probably because when I was doing the match thing, you had dogs going, so it was louder than normal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so if something's wrong with the stream, tell me in chat, I'll fix it. It might need a restart of the stream if it's like an OBS setting, unfortunately. But, you know, I reformatted. Definitely more of an inconvenience than it should have been. But that's because I'm dumb.
The stream seems fine, so it does now, so should be good.
We're gonna jump right into it. I might. Let me see if I was really dumb. Okay, no. I did it. So the first match of today is gonna be Haguruma versus Elijah. Hello. So I'm going to remember to join the group chat. Here's a link to the lobby in the Twitch chat. I'm gonna post a link in the Get Gr8 Discord as well if you're there. You can also go join the group chat through ! What is it? What's
Steam?
the command, Sam?
I think Steam chat.
I know the Be Great one. The GG chat? Elijah with a silent H. Okay.
Got him.
There we go. I think that does it, maybe, hopefully. hopefully that works too. Click on that to join the Steam chat. You can either join through me or Sam, or you can click copy paste lobby link. We're really prepared today.
Also, I think I'm slightly louder than you now. Just slightly.
I fixed it.
Cool. I don't need to check volume for that one because it was only a slight change, I'm sure. But Penny.
Yes.
Are you ready? For Elijah versus Fluff Fluff Fluff.
Is Fluff 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 Harugama? I don't...
Fluff Fluff's here. Oh, Harugama, is that who has to fight?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't even think Fluff signed up.
Yeah, get Fluff out of here.
No, wait.
Kick them. Just kick them.
Okay, I don't kick the Skullgirls. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is just 5 straight matches. Doesn't matter who wins, who loses, just straight 5 matches. This one's not gonna count because Fluff's not supposed to be here and wouldn't let me kick. So this is what we're doing now. In the meantime, Haguruma, if you're in chat, drop me a sign.
Oh, so if you're using like a different name or something, use that name. It's really confusing because Fluff 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 might be Haguruma, but I don't
heavily
think so.
doubt it.
I heavily doubt it.
Because their Twitch name is also Haguru Mafu, and that's not Fluff's Twitch name.
We did an audio check. I already did an audio check. We're fine.
I don't know why Fluff's here. I'll be honest.
Yeah, neither do I.
But I am a little excited because I see a parasol and I can talk about that for literal years. You can't kick once too already? That's lame.
It's dumb.
Alright, Fluff, I don't know what you're doing, but you didn't even sign up, you heck. What are you doing here? I'm upset.
So Elijah, don't ready up after this match.
Assuming you still have the stream on.
What, sorry?
Assuming you still have the stream on.
Assuming, yeah.
Hey, Claw, we're trying to fix spaghetti.
Fluff 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 has decided to join against their better judgment.
And spaghetti's also on my end because I just reformatted, so nothing's actually correct. And I'm all flustered.
Oh, so did you make the lobby public? Is that why Fluff 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 joined?
No, they probably joined through the link in the Discord.
Hmm.
Fluff, I don't know. Fluff, you need
We should just leave. We just should just
Why
leave.
is... Okay, we're remaking it. Hold on, let me get the link.
Did you just have to reformat? That's why I was wondering maybe you meet up, like, public.
No, I double checked it. There's the new one. Is that the new one? That might just be the same one. Can someone check that? I don't think it's the same one. I don't know.
Right, well, Elijah joined anyway.
Okay, cool. Fluff, Fluff, if you're in chat, don't do that. Once again, also, Haguruma, if you're around... Hold on.
Are you typing?
Both Fluff and Dry Trap asked if they could sign up, but I've already posted matchups and everything.
Yeah.
I would once again like to point out, if you're not...
God damn it, Fluff.
If you're not registered to go up, don't join the lobby. Don't ready up to get out, please. Swagger, you don't get to sign up for anything. You're just gonna match Super. Heck you. I can say that to him because he's my friend.
Not sure. So he won't be me.
Swagger!
Please. I can't kick people when they're ready up, so...
He did it for a joke.
I
Fuck
know.
him.
It's... ill-timed. So, in the downtime...
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Haguruma is just not here. That's what's going on.
They're online on Discord.
Did you message them?
Yes, I had them.
Okay. Well, I don't know then, Penny. What is going on?
Welcome to Skullgirls, This is a Mess. Where Craig regrets giving me admin.
Nah, this has got nothing to do with you. This is just somebody's not joining the stream.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving them a few minutes. Maybe they're had to pop off for a second, but if Harugama ends up not being around, no, Swaga, you don't get dibs. If Harugama ends up not being around, if you're a beginner with anywhere from 0 to 100-ish hours, and you would like to join, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing a tutor thing. Doubly so because it's Parasol and I live for Parasol. No, Swagger, you need to not, please.
No, Swagger. Swagger's bad. Swagger's bad at the game, but he's not beginner bad. It's like he's bad on purpose, so he is.
Neither of you guys are beginners. Alright, we're just going to move it to open lobby. So if anyone here's a beginner, Haguruma is in a Rainbow Six Siege ranked match. So, shout out to that game. My brother plays it. I've never seen it.
I've heard it's actually, like, good.
Yeah, I've heard
good.
Alright, we're just doing a tutor thing. I'm playing. Heck yeah.
Okay. Penny has decided.
Because I know...
Penny is the admin of today.
I know Elijah had Elijah. I'm just going to say it both ways now for the meme. Had said that they had to go soon, so...
Yeah. Anyone in here read Superman comics? No, because we're not nerds.
That is blatantly not true. Alright, so first thing I'm going to say immediately is that if you're trying to zone, you definitely want to be using her shot, and not the toss. Toss has forever. Unfortunately, this is how Parasol mirrors work. You just kind of keep throwing tears at each other. Nice. Definitely don't want to be throwing out heavies on black either. Yeah, this matchup's 8-3 for Parasol. 8-3.
So they seem to actually understand what buttons are. They just don't seem to have any execution.
Yeah, if I had to guess, they come from a different fighting game because there's a lot of jumpings too.
Yeah. They seem to have the basic grasp of what a fighting game actually is, but they don't have any feel for this game at all.
Yeah. So the first thing, well, not the first thing, but one of the things I'm going to say to you immediately is not to throw out heavies on block because heavies are not safe. It's alright if you're canceling it into her tier because her tier is +2 on block, which means you get to keep pushing buttons. But if you're doing something on block, you definitely don't want to be committing to the heavy because that's a free combo for the other person. And in this game, a free combo could just mean a dead character because of how the game works at a later level. But I see you're using the big buttons and you're trying to space them and everything, which is a good start.
Oh, so just a reminder, if you want to like watch this, like there's VODs after your matches, the VODs are already up.
Yeah,
and
it's up automatically. Crank will put them on YouTube at some point. I don't know when because he's reformatting, but.
Also, does push block and projectiles do anything for him?
No, it actually just keeps you in Black Sun longer.
Yeah.
So one of the movement options Parasol has is, because she doesn't have a double jump or an air dash, one of the things you can do is super jump. Super jump is really good for getting in with things like that, since it's bigger than her normal jump. You can also use your float buttons out of the super jump. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to Korean backdash.
This isn't Tekken.
Yeah, Parasol's ground dash is also really good, but when you're getting attacked by projectiles, it's not the greatest for that. That worked there, but Snipe's probably not in a button you want to be throwing out a neutral. You can pick up off that, but not if they're in the air. If they're in the air, then you can't get it confirmed. But if they're grounded, then you get to pick up. Make a Tekken jar. That's what I'm talking about. If you filled every stream. Tekken's good. So biggest things I'm going to say right now.
Meh.
Biggest things I'm going to say right now. Heavy's on block is a big one. Super jump is a big one. Parasol's probably got the most limiting mobility in the game. So you kind of have to really abuse what you can do.
By the way, I'm just saying this for like future matchups, but if you're on stream, it's better to like pause and like watch it like afterwards, so that like you're not, you know, taking up internet bandwidth and whatnot. Like, it's fine here because like if they have the stream open, they seem to be fine, but you know, just for future.
And that's one of those things I'm talking about where you can super jump plus one of your float buttons, and it's really hard to do anything about. No, don't play Bama. L-Shot and block string is good up to a point. Because if you get push blocked, it's pretty much a free punish, which is unfortunate. I like that you're also trying to get these jump-ins. If you want my opinion, I'm not, you know, loud when it comes to Parasol, but if you want my opinion, she's got a really, really good grounded game. So if you're trying to approach on someone, you can use your ground buttons. Crouch medium punch has a ton of range. Stand hard punch has a lot of anti-air in it. All of her buttons on the ground are huge, whereas her air buttons are not, I don't want to say risky. Jump light punch is really good. It's really fast, it's really big, but also you're kind of stuck in the animation. So if you end up whiffing it, then it's pretty easy to punish her because it's active forever. But also her jumping buttons are really good when you do things like, you know, tier toss and then fall with a button, and they kind of have to hold that. I'm definitely not saying they're bad, I'm just saying her ground game's also really good.
Also, just a reminder, you've got one more after this, so you do, because the one against Fluff didn't count.
Yeah. Yep, you gotta respect tier ones there. Yep. Definitely want to be careful of whiffing too many buttons too. Yeah, those are definitely not times where you want to be pushing buttons. Normally, if you get hit by something, you don't want to be pushing something after, because of the way frame advantage works. I'll usually be able to push a button before you can. Probably afraid of the ground game because they get blown up. Yeah, that's... I mean, I make the joke that Parasol vs. Parasol is 8-2, but genuinely Parasol vs. Parasol is really hard because of how good Shot is. And how little she can deal with zoning. Like, meme aside, I would actually say that Parasol is one of Parasol's worst matchups. I think Valentine's the best against zoning. She kind of dead zones everybody. If you're talking about specifically Robo or Parasol, then... I was about to say something and then I totally forgot what it was.
About dead zoning, I think it was.
You what?
I think you were like continuing on with your dead zoning with like the characters.
Oh, MF. MF is also good against those two because she low profiles everything with her dash. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, Peacock is also the best anti-zoner.
Because she's too good at zoning to
much.
care. Peacock is Peacock's worst matchup.
Yeah, you're gonna have to try to mix up your approach here. You have to remember your other options. You have medium egret, that's an option. Bikes will take too long. But medium egret blocks all projectiles. Super jump is another option, but you have to do it. So when it comes to Parasol tier zoning, there's like two phases. There's the double tier detonation and there's the single tier hitting you. You can jump out after the single tier hits you whenever you want, like super jump forward. But if you get hit by the double tier detonation, you really just have to stay there because it's way too plus on block. So in situations like that, you have to wait for the single tier and then jump forward. It's a little bit awkward, and that's because Parasol vs. Parasol is awful. But I don't want to be saying this because it makes me feel like I'm bragging or whatever. But I've made 2 different Parasol guides. If you haven't seen them, let me know. I think we have links built in anyway. Yeah,
it's explanation mark guide.
I think the one there is the combo and reset one, which you probably don't need to worry about for now. But I have another video, let me link it real quick, that goes over when you want to be using what normals and what things do and junk like that. Oh, you picked it up because of my video. Alright. Well, welcome.
There we go. There's the guides.
Yeah, this is the wrong one.
It's also got Eliza and Beowulf there.
Yeah, the combo one's useful, but it's probably not the one you want right now. To make sure you're figuring out... I really liked how you're using which button. It's a really, really solid starting point. A lot of it right now is just getting experience and running your face into things and see what gives you trouble. And you got a solid foundation, which is very good, because a lot of beginners don't have that, and they have to really fight to get it. So, yeah. And then some people fight for it and never get it.
Shut up. Like, my brain is fucked. Also, Penny, how does it feel?
What?
Wait till you get the next matchup ready. Okay.
Next matchup is going to be QQ. QQ, if you're in chat. I don't remember what your Twitch name was. If you're in chat, go join up. I can link the lobby again if you want. That's you. I can link the lobby again if you want, or if you're in the group chat, you can join through that. How many hours do you have, Robot? Really, I should have put QQ against Elia.
Aguruma. I
Because
mean, Elijah, yeah.
Gurugama left. That would have been the...
But it was a pair, so I feel like
You know
would
what,
have been better doing it.
Elia, if you're still here, Eliza, I'm going with Eliza. If you're still here and you want to play again, you can hop in again. There's the link again. Also, probably not Robot, because 400 hours of experience is still 400 hours of experience.
Yeah. No, but what? There's QQ now.
Elijah. I'm just reading Eliza.
Lie.
Good
Aw.
meme. Good joke. Really nailing it with the jokes today.
Yeah. Yep. Also, no, what I was saying earlier was just like, so how did it feel to have a disciple come from one of your videos?
I've had it a few times.
Okay.
It still weirds me out a little bit. Not like in a bad way, but in a way of like, I made something and people are looking at it and I didn't think that would happen.
Look at this person bragging. Feeling proud about their, like, good things about them. How dare they?
Yeah.
Are you good to join, by the way, Elijah, for the thing?
Yeah, if
again,
you
or
want
do
to join
not
and play
want to?
again, you can. We can get
'Cause you'd be
more advice.
You'd be good against QQ.
Since this is an open lobby anyway. If not, we'll figure something out. Yeah, let's get it!
Oh, lordy, coming.
West Coast versus EU, though, that's true. That's originally why I didn't put them together, but... Yeah,
Also,
still match
remember-
up really well.
Pausing the stream would be helpful for, you know, when you're doing your matches.
Also, I just played in the connection. The connection was heckin' good.
Yeah,
Like, better than when I play against other East Coast people. And I'm on the East Coast. Skullgirls lies to you. I'm actually on the East Coast. You can change it manually. I think you do it when you, I don't know, there's an option for it somewhere. I haven't cared enough to change it. There are a lot of people on the East Coast, though. JP and Crank were on the East Coast. We don't talk about Crank's connection now, though. We don't talk about
It
that.
sucks.
Yeah, we don't. I have better connection to Sam.
He was lagging in Warcraft 3, for goodness sake.
Alright, whenever you guys are ready,
No.
you can ready up. Yeah. Yeah!
Yeah, hit that ready button. Smash it. There we go. Are you the other East Coast swagger? You live in Ohio. You don't
Where?
count.
Wait, say it again?
Ohio. Ohio?
I thought you said Ohio.
I did.
Ah, okay. Just making sure.
Because I slipped.
You slept?
No, I tripped.
That's not
I
true.
slipped.
You woke up.
Stop.
I just knocked my knee into my desk. That probably sounded good.
It was fine. Hit him with a round start pillar.
Ooh. Alright. Yeah, if you want to get a vial load off, I don't know what bio assist you're running yet, because I haven't seen you call it. But depending on your assist, you can make them block the assist while you load a vial, and then it's a free load, since they're blocking. Hey, it's that assist. That's a meme, but I approve, because it's a good meme.
It's a good meme. It's a grab. Grabs are funny.
Also, Swagga, it's your time to shine. I'm still going to recommend both of you to the exclamation mark B&B guide.
Oh,
where they show you combos that are not optimal for your characters, but they are good starting points in learning what kind of things you want to be doing. Thanks, Swago. Exclamation
well
mark
as,
D&D
like,
in chat.
helps you learn your character just a little bit better, so it does, because you get to see what the moves are like a little bit more. Hello, Henze.
Hey, Enze. Noise. So Valentine's getting pretty low here. If I were you, I'd get Valentine out by either... You could raw tag, which is risky, but you could also super and then DHC into Beowulf if you ever get a hit. That works too.
Also, Elijah, you can snap to get your red health back.
Yeah, so if you're playing solo, that red health... Moves give you different amount of red health depending on what they are. I know grabs, specifically, leave you with a lot of red health. Much to Sam's misfortune.
Yeah, not my misfortune, but my life.
And because they leave you with red health, if you use a bar to snap, which is quarter circle forward, and then either both mediums or both heavies, you'll put in one of the characters from the back, but also if you're solo specifically, you'll heal a percentage of your red health and get a bunch of your health back. On the other side, if you're fighting against a solo and they have a lot of red health, you can snap them. Then they will lose all their red health and they can't heal. Painwheel's not good as anchor. That's
if you're playing against like teams, though, it doesn't do that. Instead, it like switches their character, so it does. Yeah. So like,
I'm actually saying jump less. To be honest, I think that specifically for Parasol, jumping is a very good way to build bad habits quickly. Things like something you see a lot of Parasols do a lot is the jump forward, light punch, heavy punch. It's actually super easy to punish and get full combos every time they try to do it. But it's also really strong against people that don't know how to deal with it, so it's really easy to get into that habit. Jump and block can be good too. Depending on your character, it's also abusable. Like, if you've already used all your mobility options, or you don't have any mobility options, it's really easy to make them block something. If you like... QQ can't do it with their assist right now because it's a grab, but let's assume it was like Bomber or something. If they start blocking Bomber, you get to do mix-ups for free because they're blocking. And if you jump and you've already used all your mobility, then you're going to just jump into the assist.
Because Parasol doesn't have a double jump, so it's harder for her to like do jumpy stuff for that reason. Yeah.
No, you get heavy counter hits every time they do it. It's really easy to punish when they do it. But again, it's also really effective against people that don't know how to do it. It's like Bayo jump hard punch. It's really effective if you don't know how to punish it. But if you do, they're going to get killed every time they use it. That's why you'll see, like, Sage will do Beowulf jump hard punch, but with a brass in the back, so that they can't just lane cancel punish. They have to block the brass.
In a way, but I really like Elijah's picture. Terrified test dummies.
You haven't changed yours on, like, ever.
I mean, it's not the spooky cat anymore.
True. You have a point. I don't know, anything longer than a week is forever for me in terms of that.
Yeah, no, it's not for us normal people.
So in theory, with more practice, every time you see that Bayo assist, because you know it's a grab, you're able to jump it. But that's something that'll come with practice. When you're first starting, it's hard to react to stuff like that.
You're more focused on trying to get in sometimes.
Yeah, when you also... There comes a point when you learn a character where you stop thinking about what you're doing. When I'm playing Parasol and I'm fighting somebody, I don't even think about what I'm doing, really. If I hit them, I say in my head, I'm gonna go overhead. And then I just kind of do a thing that... I don't think about doing a thing that leads to an overhead, it just kind of happens. But when you're trying to focus both on figuring out what you're doing and what your opponent is doing, it's overwhelming as heck.
Another useful thing to do is just like, don't focus on your character. Like, in terms of like when you're watching what's happening on screen, try to focus on them, because then you get to see what they're doing and what you're meant to be doing to beat that.
Yeah.
Rather than your own character, because you don't see them. You know what move you're going to do usually.
Oh, that's not something you want to throw out. That's punishable. But they did not punish it. But you did get jump hard punched. I'm not going to talk about lane canceling right now, because that's probably a little bit too much. But if you're curious, you could... I think we have an exclamation mark terms that has a list of like every fighting game term ever. Unless it's Tekken, and then it has none of them, because Tekken is too complicated. Actually, does this have Tekken terms? I seriously doubt it has Tekken terms.
I don't think so.
It doesn't have Tekken terms. It has a lot of other... It has a lot of good stuff. I actually have never looked at this before. There's some things in here that I haven't even heard of. What the heck is channeling?
Channeling? Never heard of it.
Redirection of an attack to its targeted location before completion. Autocorrect? I've never heard it called channeling.
Nor have I.
I thought channeling is when you were like down to the last game of a set and you just really needed a boost of power. So you scream and channel your energy. But if you end up want to look at that, it's under chicken blocking. You what?
I thought it might have been something like a move that might have done some sort of channeling effect, but I've never seen that in a fighting game, really.
It even has things like max mode. That's only King of Fighters.
Max mode.
And also, I guess Tekken, because Geese is there.
Yeah, heck yeah, Geese best character. Not really.
I mean, honestly, everyone in chat should go look through that, because maybe there's some things you haven't heard of before.
Yeah, even Penny sucks and hasn't heard of the easy term of channeling.
Channeling.
Yeah, everybody knows what channeling is. Come on, Penny.
So I like how you're keeping out here. I'm going to get a little bit more advanced than I probably should. This matchup's really weird, and you don't want to be the first one to go in. So, Parasol's best option is to start throwing tears. With Valentine, your best option in this matchup, and in most matchups actually, is her projectile, quarter circle forward punch. If you jump around in the air and start using it, it's very good at keeping people out. If you're really nice, you can confirm it into a combo, but honestly, I'm not going to tell you how to do that, because then you'll try to do that, and it'll build bad habits. I've seen many people. Misfortune is dumb and just gets to dash forward, because Misfortune's forward dash goes underneath tier, and you can block while you're dashing, so you don't really care if Valentine throws a projectile at you, because you block it anyway. You can kind of just run forward. Misfortune's got a lot of things like that, where she's just allowed to do things because she's Fortune. Like push jab out of anything. She's just kind of allowed to. You can run and block. If you dash with 2 punches, and after the startup you hold backwards, then you'll be dashing forward, and if you run into a move, you'll block it. Dashing with 2 punches is quite good in this game. Yeah, if you have dash macro, it'll work. But you'll still have to hold back yourself. But you don't want to hold back too soon, or else you get a backdash. And then you can't block during that, and then you die. I'm weird. I only button dash if it's an air dash. I never button dash on the ground. But air dashes I button dash. Oop. So bypass like that is a really good way to get in theory. because if you hit them, you go for full screen, you get the hit, and you're in their face. In practice, it's actually not the greatest, because it's super unsafe on block, so if you do it and it gets blocked or whiffs, you're going to eat a full combo. And even if you hit them, you don't really get anything for it. You hit them once. So if the reward is just the one hit and the risk is you die, it's pretty not worth it.
Those tier tosses don't seem as good as shot.
Yeah, tier toss is usually best used with did I say tier shot? Tier toss best move. Parasol. Welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, tier toss is really good if you're setting up full screen zoning. You usually only want to throw one then. Really, I never throw more than one anyway.
Yeah, because you take so much time that because if you saw there you were throwing so many tiers, the Valentine was just able to get in.
Yeah, tier toss is really good if you're detonating it immediately with a normal, because you can cancel tier toss into a normal in the air. And it's on the ground one sometimes used for zoning, but shot's also just really good. Anyway, that was 5 matches. Thanks for playing. If
Get him out of here.
Any other questions? Any specific questions? You can either at me in the Discord, chill out and chat because I read chat too much, or show up for the live stream at the end of the month where I sit in training room and ramble for 2 hours. And it's exciting. To beat command grabs, you jump. Command grabs cannot hit you if you're in the air or in jump startup.
You know what would be I think would be just nice for the Discord now that it's getting bigger. It would probably be good to have some sort of way of selecting what character you play so that people can ask questions about each other. Not have a channel for it, just have a role or something.
Yeah, main court has that. We have to add a bot to the server where you can roll yourself, because there's no way we're rolling everybody here.
Fair.
With 2 people having to roll 300.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, the bot
and it's not just rolling them; it's asking them what they play, because I don't know what 95% of the people play. I hate Hoi 4. What's that guy play? I've never seen this guy in my life, but he's in the Discord.
Either way, I think we should still get a bot to do, because I noticed that people asked, does anybody here play Penny? Play Penny?
Yeah.
Does anybody here play Parasol?
Yeah, we'll
and then everybody immediately refers to you, but there is other Parasol players out there and stuff that are in the Discord.
We might make a bot. We'd have to talk with Crank.
Yeah.
Anyway, next matchup on stream, going to be Sandy Danny Dino versus Hard Light Blacksmith. And you guys are already in here, so,
I love Sandy Dandy.
Can you jump after a plus block string? Kind of. So, if you block something that's plus and you don't push block them out or anything, you just block it. If you try to jump and they go low, something called pre-block kicks in. It might be in the terms thing, but basically it won't let you actually jump, so you'll just be holding back, which means you get hit low. But if you don't hold up back or you hold up or up forward, you can still jump, but if they're plus, they will probably hit you anyway because you're not blocking. If you're talking about that specifically in relation to the command grabs, if somebody's doing a plus string into a command grab, the command grab will actually whiff if you're still in block stun. They can't grab you while you're in block stun, so the grab won't work. For them to grab you after a plus block string, they have to wait out the frame advantage, in which case you can jump or push a button or do whatever you want. Alright, solo Painwheel. Swag is hype.
Oh, Swag is ready.
I'll say so far, Hard Light Blacksmith seems really passive.
Yeah.
So as Painwheel, you shouldn't really ever be on the ground. I mean, you don't have much of a choice right now because you're in pressure, But especially like round starts and stuff, you want to be flying around, you want to be jumping around. She really likes the air. And a lot of what Sandy Dandy's doing right now is small combos into knockdowns over and over, and then using the frames from those knockdowns to get more hits. A lot of these things aren't real, and if you were to push a button, you would hit them out and be able to do whatever you want. You definitely don't want to be afraid to push more things. This is Skullgirls, everybody mashes.
Pimo doesn't have a DP, does she?
No.
No.
She has a lot of armored moves.
Yeah.
She has level 3, which is invulnerable, but you don't want to do that, obviously.
Yeah.
I would also recommend !B&B for Hard Light Blacksmith to figure out some combos for your character. Also, if you see that Shikio1 guy in chat, that guy plays a lot of Pain Wheel. He'd probably help you out a little bit.
Just add him at the Discord. He needs friends. Here's some. Thank you.
In the other vein, the more I'm watching Sandy Dandy Dino, I'd say you're probably able to sign up for Intermediate now, from what I'm seeing. You seem to have a pretty good concept of the starting stuff. So you're probably good to start signing up for Intermediate, where we can go more in depth with certain mechanics and junk. Because we don't have anything else to talk about.
Also, Swagger, we do play games with you, you just don't play games with us. Sitting there
I did duck him in
Path of
Tekken
Exile.
earlier.
Penny!
I was labbing
Tekken
Devil
of all
Jin.
things?
I wanted to do electrics. Swag asked me to play, but I was on a roll with electrics. Hey Kenji, what's the question? I play too much Tekken. I really like Tekken. Though recently I'm labbing Cross Tag again, because new characters.
Oh, you got us, Kenny.
Oh, I got.
You got Penny.
Hey Swagger, would you play Cross Tag with me if I learned that creepy police guy and taught you how to play him? Like? What do you know?
Like,
Don't you like that guy?
yeah, but it's cross tag.
Yeah, but he likes that guy.
But it's cross tag.
What if I played that
I
guy
think
against
it's
him?
logic.
This is a conversation for later.
Yeah.
Yeah, this seems to be pretty much the same situation. A lot of pressure. If there's a lot of jumping hard punch coming out from Sandy Dandy Dino. Like I was saying earlier, it's really easy to punish with a full combo unless you don't know how to do it, and then it's super oppressive. So this is a good opportunity to talk about how to do it. If you jump forward at him, or just jump in general, what I say is full. It's heckin' fun to say. It's Sandy Dandy Dino. You can't shorten it. It's magical.
What? You want to call him Sandy? Yeah.
It's magical.
Dino? Nah, it's got to be Sandy Dandy Dino,
That's
the last dinosaur.
Nice. Anyway, as I was saying, if you jump after the Beowulf jumps, and the Beowulf and the Beowulf does jump hard punch, you will, if you're in the air and in block stun, and then you hit the ground, the block stun goes away. It's like a magic trick. Which means that if the Beowulf's doing jump hard punch, you jump, you block it, you hit the ground before he does, he's still in jump hard punch animation, you're not in any kind of block stun anymore, so you can push buttons and get a free punish on it. That's probably really confusing for some people, like, if you don't know the terms and stuff. But TLDR, jump at him and then push buttons after blocking the chair.
Also, Sandy, I noticed that you were just sitting there waiting with Robo. You could set up, salvos while you wait, if that's all you're gonna do.
Yeah, using the heads is really, really important.
If you get any time to, set them up, that's good to do. So it is.
It works against a lot of moves. It's a lot easier against the moves with long end lag. There's a lot of situations where you can land cancel and get punishes on weird things.
It's chip damage regardless.
Yeah, unfortunately. That's true, Sam did shorten the name.
Goodbye.
Okay, but Swagga, if I learn the creepy cop dude and Azrael, and I get some tech with those two, Robo's anti-air beam is her air beam. Hello, Queen
Oh, yeah.
Koopa.
Oh yeah, I should be banned. I shortened the name. I don't remember what I called him.
Yeah, so Robo's a weird zoner. Peacock's allowed to just throw a bunch of garbage onto the screen, and you're gonna have to deal with it. Robo's zoning is more deliberate, where if you guess right against her lasers and a laser whiffs, you're pretty much just in, because they have a lot of recovery. So hers is a lot more deliberate and focused, where she wants to make sure you're blocking the laser. So she'll jump with you and then shoot you with the laser.
This battle's all in the mind. Wow. I've never heard Japanese Beowulf before, actually.
It's pretty good.
It's actually, like, really good. I like the wow.
Now, unfortunately, you're solo pain wheel, so your options to get out of pressure aren't the greatest. And that's just kind of a limitation of the team.
Is it just me or is it lagging?
It's lagging. There's probably some connection stuff going on, too. Which might explain some of the getting counter hit after things. So as soon as you push block him out, he's able to jump back in because you're still sitting there blocking. As soon as you push block Bayo out, your first thing you want to be doing is like super jumping out into fly or something so that he can't reach you again. That's going to be your best way to get out of this. You definitely don't want to just push block and then sit there so they go back. Which is why I think push block sucks in cross tag.
This cross tag's bad.
In cross tag, you can do string plus assist at no cost, and if they push block you out, they're still blocking the assist, and then you just get to keep doing things.
Because cross tag's bad.
Push blocking really meaty beam supers do anything for you, not particularly. If you push block, you're actually in block stun for longer than if you were just to normally block. Which means that, depending on when you do it, the beam might even be harder to... Does it actually reduce chip? I thought it did, but I didn't know if I was confusing it with, like, Guilty Gear or something. Not Guilty Gear. Yeah, Guilty Gear. What am I thinking of? Marvel. That's what I was thinking of.
I mean, I'm bad making this no, but the game is actually, like, bad.
PBGC is interesting. We're still beginners, but I could probably talk about it. What's your block stun if you PBGC? It's kind of non-existent. You cancel your block stun into a move. So you're able to even, like... So, like, if somebody hits you with a multi-hit move, you can DP while you're blocking the move if you PBGC. Which is why certain moves like Eliza Crouch medium kick is really bad, because you can do it on reaction.
That's what PBGC is usually used for, is DPs.
And
Just
punishing things that aren't
frames.
normally punishable otherwise,
Yeah.
like Fuqua Fireball Super.
It's a good anti-pressure tool. It's
But also,
annoying.
it's hard to do consistently. And I really want to punish...
No.
It's really hard to punish that. Mid-screen with PBGC, I think there's only certain characters that can do it.
Isn't that like a very small like window to input the PBGC?
I think it's only universal if your back's in the corner. Then you can punish it with a PBGC universally. Could be wrong.
What's the
about
frames for that? What's the frames for that?
For
like
Bike
for
Super?
for PBGC.
that?
Like the window for it.
I don't know. But if you would like to find out, you can go to the training room, and there's an option, the thing where you see the buttons and like what Undizzy they're using in junk. If you push block, that flashes green for a second, and if you input something during the green flash, that's when you get to PBGC.
Crazy. Training room's actually like good in this game.
Training room is real. This is the best training room in a fighting game. Tekken's is getting there.
Mm-hmm.
With the punishment
For
practice
paid
and stuff.
with paid DLC.
Like, even the punishment practice is free, and that's really good.
Oh no, the punishment practice is still like super good and useful, but like if you want frame data, you better have
You
be
can also
able to pay to
Google it.
win.
There's nothing stopping that.
I mean,
That's what everybody else did prior to the season.
I
Yeah,
like
the
all those
Tekken
guys
frame
that-
data costs like 5. You could buy 5 Skullgirls for Tekken frame data. Oh, Heavy's on block. Don't want to be doing that. Oh, okay, you dodged it. I freaked out for a second. But when that level 3 is on the screen, you want to get rid of it as fast as you can, because it'll track you. If you jump into it and block, it'll go away.
Mm-hmm.
But you definitely don't want to be pushing buttons while it's on screen, because it will just kill you.
it will come in and it'll be like, "Low, I am ball." We don't want that.
If you want another fun fact, Persona 5 is only $10 right now on PSN.
I have been. Oh, it's on PSN.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, PlayStation Network or PlayStation Now?
PlayStation Network.
I have been annoyed. I have been disagree. I bought this like literally like a couple of days ago for like £30.
You'll still get £30 worth of enjoyment out of it.
Oh, I'll
You'll
still
get more than
enjoyment
that.
out of it. Yeah, because I'll actually be able to like play it in my own time and not have to wait for like somebody to wake up.
Yeah, isn't it weird that I just sleep all the time?
I know, it's weird.
Normally I'd agree with you, but Persona's one of those games where I'm like, if you don't have a PlayStation to go play it, go buy a PlayStation and go play it, because that game's really good.
Also, Doctor, PhD. You gotta say the phoneme. You can just get PS Now, so you can and like try it if you want to.
Yeah, you got a
Like
month.
for like a free week. Yeah, you get a free week, so you do if it's your first time signing up as well. So you can try it. It's on there for like 1 month. It's got, yeah, it's like till the start of February it'll be on.
I really
And you
like
can do-
Persona 5. I really liked the old Catherine. I still don't like Atlas, really.
Yeah, I didn't find anything about like the statement on that, so I didn't.
Probably because it doesn't exist.
I mean, it's apparently like confirmed that like they just removed it, but
I want reasons.
I need to see it. Yeah.
Oh, arm and arm. Alright. And just in case you missed it in the first part of the VOD, if you're watching that, reminder, !B&B in chat. See a
Swagger,
list of combos.
we need you, Swagger.
Yosho, welcome. Persona 5 best girl. Normally I'd say Futaba, but the new girl looks really cool, and I might like her more. Not sure.
I'm currently inclined to say Makoto is at the moment.
You won't say that for long.
I know you keep telling me that I like the gangster looking girl.
My worst habit that took me too long to break was not spacing. I had to take off all my other characters and commit to losing games for multiple months until I could space good. And the best part is that translated to every fighting game I play. So it was definitely useful, but it took forever. GG's.
Do we ban butterscotch soda? They said Sandy. It's Sandy Dandy Dino.
If we ban them, we have to ban you, though.
True. You know what? We'll lay it the pass.
Alright, last match on stream. Dr. versus Mega Missing No.
We
This
get
matchup's
also,
courtesy of Sam.
no,
It is.
no, it's you. It's your fault.
I was gonna say split them up. Sam said do them together, and I said, okay, I trust you.
I believe in Doctor.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be punishing stuff with Death Crawl. Even if you get the Death Crawl punish, you only get the super's worth of damage. But if you commit the time to learning a full combo off of like Crouch Light, you can just start punishing with that instead. And getting way more damage for a lot easier of a time. If it's an issue, I'll put you against like Missing No or something. Probably.
Because that's the one we're worried about, is the Missing No. Like, he's gonna have a lot of trouble, I can tell. If it's 1800 hours.
He'll be okay. I still need to make that cross-tag video with all the references. I was labbing Neo today and I knew where everything came from, and I'm like, I need to do this.
Just fucking do it.
Okay, I like the spacing from Dr. Doctor so far. Missing No needs to start playing canceling. I'm getting texted.
Oh. A lot of drops. Not doing awful. But you got a character.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine matchup then. I believe in him.
We got a lot of jump hard
don't
punches.
believe-
I'm not gonna say you're wrong for using it yet, because Missing No isn't punishing it yet. But once Missing No starts to punish it, we'll see how you adapt. Or if.
Seems to be having trouble getting in non-beam.
Yeah, you definitely want to be block dashing that.
I believe in the doctor.
It just grabs again.
Didn't react to that in time.
Whoa.
Oh.
That probably
Okay.
should have been arm. Alright, you got a catch.
Ashen tried to catch.
Ooh, full screen beam super. Alright. I mean, you're gonna DHC, so it's fine, but... Ooh. I'm gonna pretend like that was a miss input.
Is level 3 the right DHE there? Couldn't she have done bike guys?
You can jump over bike guys, and that makes it quite awkward. Also, level 3 did a butt ton of damage to Band. So Missing No is able to kill here and take off like a fourth of Band's life.
Gets a setup with the tier, that's good.
Alright. Oh, beat extend. No punish on the beat extend. Gotta be looking for that punish. Especially against the Band. You gotta be expecting him to do that. That is not how you want to punish that. You're punishing with a heavy, but you have to scale it immediately with the follow-up because they're not very good.
Band's biggest disadvantage is also his biggest advantage, where it's like everybody knows that you want to just like brass and beat extend, so you know, use that to your advantage. But
God, I hate that voice pack.
what, Salty Parasol?
Yeah. Which is really weird, because normally I really like that kind of character. But it just doesn't feel right on Parasol.
Because she's meant to be a refined princess.
I don't know, I feel like her playstyle doesn't reflect that voice. Like, I can look at Hilda and say, yeah, she gets to be cocky because her buttons are the screen, so she's kind of allowed to be.
I don't like fucking, what do you call it, what do you call it? The like politician like double voice. It does not suit her at all, but I like the voice. The voice is good, but it doesn't suit the character.
Yeah. But that one was off of a joke, so it's like, I
Yeah.
kinda get it.
So is the Salty Parasol.
Yeah, but that's not a good joke.
But it is. It's just not a good comparison to the character.
You know, Erin Fitzgerald said I was really cool. Parasol herself called me cool. Because I watched her stream, and she said her stream sucks, so if you're watching, you're cool. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm
that's
cool.
me. And there was only like 4 people there, so it feels more valid.
How many people?
Like 4.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately,
Also,
she's not a very popular streamer.
That's unfortunate. Also, I think the most hated voice pack, in my opinion, is actually Weeaboo Peacock. I do not like the way she gets on in that voice pack.
I think my least favorite is Japanese Squiggly. Because every time she SBOs, I die. But the best one is Japanese Robo.
Oh, Japanese Robo is the best.
Really
one.
Missing No. If I could give you any advice, it's use Japanese Robo, because it's so much better.
I'm also a fan of, I can't remember what it's called, but like the alternate big band voice pack. But like it's a lot more, like, where he's a lot more sassy.
Yeah, that one's actually good. I really do like that one.
It still suits his character as well, so it does, which is why it's good.
The Japanese Leviathan is cool, but Japanese Squiggly like grates on me. And the SBO sounds really bad, which sucks because that's like her most used move. Other than jump light kick.
I kind of like it on Squiggly, just because it has like a very, what do you call it? What's the word? Like dreary, ominous
That's why I
tone
don't
to
like
that
it.
version.
I think it sounds fake compared to normal Squiggly. Normal Squiggly could just be a person that talks like that, and I'd be like, okay. Yeah, dude, see you. Because like the Igor heckin' guy from Persona is another guy whose voice is very extreme. I wanted like Squiggly's is extreme on the high end of the spectrum. His is super extreme on the low, but I'm pretty sure his voice actor just speaks like that normally. So it's like makes sense. It doesn't sound fake.
It will have no unusual powers.
That's a really good voice actor. And Garen's in it.
I remember, like, when Swag was watching, he was just like, that is not the voice I expect from that character, and nobody does.
Yeah.
I think when they first see Pinocchio Gremlin, they don't expect, like, the deepest voice.
Heckin', after we started playing Cross Tag, I couldn't stop hearing Sojiro every time you did anything with Tager. It's all I could hear.
Let me explain. I love that voice actor. He's definitely my favorite, like one of my favorite voice actors.
Akechi's one
just
of my
because he does the same voice for every game.
we're gonna move on from Persona though because Sam hasn't played it yet. Well, he's played it, but we haven't finished it yet.
Wait, why was Stando? Who timed out Stando?
Kenji.
Yeah, but for 600 seconds seems a bit much.
Yeah, it's a lot of seconds. 0 seconds just removes the message. Fun facts. How much is 600 seconds in years?
I don't.
Skullgirls. I don't know how to do it, I'll be honest.
You type in, like, whenever you type in their name, like, you space it, and then you just say how many seconds you want the time them out for.
Nice.
So if you just want to time them out for 30, you just say 30 afterwards. I'll do it, though.
Oh, he just removed the timeout. Didn't know you could do that either.
Well, I didn't
and then
know.
Sam timed him out again.
Yeah, but only for 1 second, that's it. It's all good.
Alright, this matchup heckin' sucks. Giant Step is definitely not what you want to be using here, because Robo should be zoning in the air anyway. Arm run through the Giant Step. Saw that trumpet. Sojiro's voice is heckin' good. I love it.
I love Sojiro.
What was I gonna say? Oh, Big Man's best tool in this matchup is parry. I say as you parry. Parrying the beams means he goes flying forward. Good confirm. That was definitely a panic mash. You definitely don't want to be doing that.
There's quite a few of that from Dr. Doctor.
I've said this before on the last live stream, but I don't know if you were there for that. Big Man's really easy to stay safe on, but not a lot of bands do it. The number one, if you're down to just band, the number one thing you should be trying to do is stay safe, because everybody's expecting band to do the big brain, mash stuff.
Big brain level 1 super from full screen.
You see a big man down back in neutral, and you don't go, he's blocking. You go, he's charging brass.
It's either brass or A-Train.
Yeah,
one of the
you don't
charging.
see blocking, you see charging.
Yeah. He's walking backwards, get ready.
Yeah.
Which is what I was saying earlier, that's what, like, one of his big disadvantages, but it's also an advantage you can use because people are scared of it. Like sometimes.
You drop the pickup. Uncharacteristic drops for missing no. Missing no, I'd like you to type exclamation mark B and P.
Mr. No, I would like you to get good.
Ah, delayed burst.
Yo, that's super, like, I've never, like, I've noticed it before, but I've never really, like, registered it in my brain, but, like, Bale's, like, I don't know what that is, where, like, he jumps in the air.
Airwolf.
He's like, what you gonna... Airwolf, where he's like, what you gonna do, that thing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when he lands, he, like, slides for a bit, so he does.
Yeah.
It's really weird, but he doesn't have, like, an animation for the side, he just slide.
Yeah, E-Break's another good way to get in. And it's doubly good because, like I said, everybody expects Bandit just brass. So you see him charging and you're like, he's brassing. But then they cancel it and then they, like, grab and then you die because who does that? Crank?
Crank
does that.
Yeah,
And
Crank does that.
it works every time because even though I know that he doesn't random brass, I see the brass and I go, that's a random brass. It's just ingrained. That was an American reset. We take those. Lost the corner,
That's
unfortunately.
That's just a big band stereotype, and I think that makes you racist.
I don't think that's how I work.
I think that's how that works. I think
Scalpels
you're
into
racist
level
for
3.
big band.
Scalpels into level 3. Yeah! Now beam and then magnet.
Just magnet. Magnet 9. Magnet 9.
Don't just magnet. That sounds awful.
No. Oh.
You beam into magnet because the magnet converts off the beam.
Yeah, the problem is Doctor can't keep staying back because he's going to get chipped out or he's just going to run out of time.
Yeah.
He's too low in health to just
Yeah,
sit
that's the only
back.
thing
So.
you get to do from full screen.
Yeah.
So your number one tools getting in there. E-break, parry, working your way in with dash blocking. You gotta take it slow. You're not really allowed to speed it up at all. I'm awake and alive.
Welcome. I'm now awake. It's been how long? An hour and a half, but now I'm awake.
Yeah, this game's heckin' good.
I mean,
Robo level 3 can run out the timer to the last second, but she won't explode. Which means if you do level 3 with Robo, and then tag out immediately, you can call assist to run the timer down, and then immediately after you raw tag her alpha counter, she'll explode. Which is really good, because it means you get a full combo on someone if you block one of their moves. It's really gross. It costs 4 meter, but Robo builds meter so fast, you actually see it a lot. It's like one of the huge benefits of having her on your team. It's probably like the only benefit of having her on your team. Because that character sucks. I definitely don't want to get into the habit of doing the heavy into grab. That's not going to work after a certain point.
only pros do that, so they do.
I really don't like H-beam assist. Like, it's good. I'm not saying... It's way too early. I'm not saying it isn't good. Because it is good. Parasol Beam's a really fun team to run. Fortune Beam's gross. But the fact that you can just duck under it when it's an assist, it's really... It's why I don't like running H-bomber assist either, because it's just duck and then it goes over him and you're sad. Give me a drill any day. I'd rather have that. Your team comp with Misfortune and Robo Fortune.
Really hard.
Misfortune or Robo Fortune is really good, because as soon as you call H-beam assist, you can just run in with Misfortune and they can't do anything. If you want to see a person that plays that team, I think PME plays that team. Sunset used to play that team. I don't know what she plays anymore. Fukua Drill. Filia Drill probably doesn't work as an assist. How do you use Lockdown Assist? I actually think I spent like 45 minutes on that on the last lab stream.
When was the last lab stream? Like, what date? Do you know?
Last week.
Oh, just last week, yeah, I suppose.
So if you want to go to the Get Great YouTube channel, there's like a full 45 minutes where I talk about that.
And like the different types of assists as well.
Yeah. If you're in the beginner bracket, I seriously recommend looking through those live streams because there's a lot of information in a small amount of time. That was a hard read.
And if you have any questions for the lab streams, you can. Is there a form for it?
It's in the Get Great sign-up sheet.
Okay.
We collect those and then we compile them. I'm gonna do my usual spiel of high risk, high reward is not worth it when you're on low health like that.
And she's right.
And I'm going to continue to say this till I die, even though I am probably too safe of a player, where I won't ever make those things. When it comes to doing things like the jump hard punch into arm, you'll kill the parasol, but there's still a whole nother character to go in. And if it doesn't work, you lose the game outright. So the reward is better than normal, because she would actually die from it. But it's still really not that rewarding for the risk of just outright losing the game. You could definitely be doing the same kind of thing while keeping yourself safe, so if it doesn't work, you don't outright lose the game. The idea of it is jump hard punch hits, and then arm hits to confirm off of it, which gets you the kill. But if you want another fun fact, if you hit with a jump hard punch against a grounded person, and then you do dash jump light punch, that also converts off of it and gives you pressure if it's blocked. So that's the thing where it's like there's probably another option that gets you the same kind of thing.
Let me tell you from like the experience of someone who actually does that, it's definitely not good. You should definitely not do it. It's fun, but it builds bad habits as well.
Especially depending on how easily you get tilted. Yeah, it's also really good at leading to that because you're like, man, I'm doing it and it's just losing me games.
How dare that?
And then it sucks because you just keep losing.
I've never lost a game in my life.
I hate dice rolling for wins. If you... I say this to Sam literally all the time. If you're putting the game on a coin flip, if you're going to... If both people are at 1 HP, and you're in pressure, and you mash a command grab super out of it, not on reaction to anything, just pushing it for whenever the block stun ends, you're putting the game on a coin flip. You're saying, if my read works out, I'm going to win. If it doesn't, I'm going to lose. It's a 50-50. However... It's a fighting game, which means you have the option to manipulate the odds more in your favor and say, if this other option works, I'll win. If it doesn't, I still get pressure on them, which means my chances of winning are higher. Which is a lot better than losing. I really don't like coin flip things. And Sam's heard me say that enough, really. So I'm going to stop there, because, you know, that's not even directed at Sam. It's a very common thing in fighting games. You'll see a lot of bands do, like rock, paper, scissors band. That's the same kind of idea. I don't know. I don't agree with it emotionally or religiously.
You also have to remember, Queen Koopa, we there's other fighting games where like it's the same idea. They don't have chip damage. Like they won't kill through chip. Like Tekken I don't think has chip def.
No, I don't think so. Don't know enough. Pretty sure.
Chip is so like small in that game that like I don't think it does.
I don't know anything about Chip and Tekken. There's so much more to Tekken that I'm still trying to wrap my head around that I haven't even thought about it.
Yeah, Chip does not. I do not consider Chip ever in that game.
I agree with you, Missing though. There's times where you're like, I need to just do something, but. What I'm saying is, if you work on recognizing those situations, you can find another answer that is the same. It does the exact same thing, but is safer than something that'll lose you the game outright. The 9 times out of 10, I'd go even more than that. 9.5 times out of 10, there's a better option.
But McGray.
And I'm not saying don't do the dice roll straight up. Because I'm still saying I'm going to do this, and it's either going to work or it doesn't. I don't know which one. It's just the odds are much more in my favor than the 50-50. You get to play casino and manipulate it.
I don't think you can manipulate in casino.
The casino does.
Oh yeah, well the casino does.
Unblockable command grab setup. Are you talking about the ground wolf with A-Train? Because that's not unblockable. If there's a command grab coming at you at the same time, you can block A-Train on the way up. You can get the same thing with a normal grab plus A-Train, because then A-Train will grab you on the way up, but also you can tech the normal grab. So, there's still an answer. There's never a thing that doesn't work like that. There's always an answer. That's one of the best things in this game, to be honest. There's nothing like guaranteed like that. There's always some kind of answer. Usually the answer is mash because it's Skullgirls and you don't want to block, but...
Who wants to block?
Why do people get caught by your Anubis grab with HA train assist? If they're holding up forward, they'll still get hit by it because they're not blocking. It's one of those situations that you have to know exists, and then you have to recognize it in the middle of a game. It's a lot easier to see the A-Train and tell yourself, I'm not jumping into that, than it is to see the A-Train plus the command grab and say, I'm going to jump into the A-Train. I'm just sitting here chilling with chat now. That was Skullgirls Get Gr8. Thanks for coming. If you'd like to... Oh, no, it's moving. I didn't want to do that. If you, you stream other games here, I've only seen... here, on this channel, we only do Skullgirls. Every Saturday at 4 p.m. EST, we do this Get Gr8 thing, which you just watched. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST, you can use your information from Get Gr8 and use it on Skullgirls Be Great, which is a straight-up just tournament where you fight for the title of not getting bad rats.
But you still get bad rats.
You'll still get bad rats. So you can sign up for the tournaments on Wednesdays. End of the month. First 3 weeks are for seeding. Last week is a prize pool. You can win actual money. I know, it's nuts.
It's crazy.
Or you throw to get bad rats. Yeah. I tried to do that, and then when I tried to buy a friend bad rats, I accidentally bought it for myself. So now I have bad rats. Could have refunded it, but, you know, it was about the principle.
No, the stream's ending.
Yeah, stream's over. I'm just reading chat, because
yeah.
I like reading chat.
Yeah, and we were talking more about Skullgirls anyway, and High Tekken sucks, and High Blaze Blue sucks.
When I do when I do lab streams on my own channel, it always devolves into me standing still while I read chat, just because I like talking with people in chat.
Yeah, once the stream's off, and it's like until next week, Penny is just sitting there staring at a wall the whole week.
Yeah, that's it.
Like she's putting in like a stasis She's putting like a stasis chamber till next week.
I'm a robot.
So this is the only time she gets to, like, be alive, so she takes it when she can.
How many frames is the Bayo band setup blockable? I have no idea. I'll be honest. I know that the protection exists, because I definitely played against somebody that used that setup a lot. But I don't know what the actual frames are behind it. It might say on Shoryuken. I wouldn't put it past Gelato and friends. Yeah, Tekken's heckin' good. We should stream us playing Tekken more, really.
Nah, because that would involve me getting tilted on stream.
I guess.
Why does it say I'm away?
On what?
On
Steam?
Yeah, it says I'm away.
If you haven't done anything in a hot minute, it might just set you to away.
I was moving. I quit the game and everything.
Oh, look at you.
I know. I don't know what's going on there.
Speaking of quit the game, I'm gonna quit the stream.
No, we need to stream more Tekken.
Maybe cross tag too.
No.
Oh, Sam, you want to do the end of stream joke?